Good evening, everyone. How are we? Welcome to Alibaba Seriously. And seriously, I am seriously honored to be here standing in. If you think I am Alibaba, then there's something seriously wrong with you, but in a good way. I am Oscar Onyuso, and I'm standing in for the great one himself. And it's all fun and games as usual on the show this evening. It's not going to be any different, and I am not alone. I am Oscar Onyuso, and he needs no introduction. In fact, I'm a guest here, right?
No, you are the major because we had already planned the coup. You understand? That anytime Alibaba will not be around, that is where a coup can work. That will successfully take over. You understand?
But you should be in London.
No. If I go to London, how will coup work?
But do you have passport first?
A passport? Yes, I have black and white. I have colored passport. What passport do you want again?
My big brother, Simon Keys, how would he? You to get passports?
Of course.
Black and white? Colored. Africa, good evening. And of course, to everyone out there, great to have you here on the show this evening. I have thoughts back and forth, up and down, side to side. How do you stand in for the king of comedy? I am not a comedian. I am not funny. Am I funny?
No, you're funny. You're funny. For him to put you here, you have potential. Everybody knows you, Oscar. You understand?
And everybody knows you out there. On the show this evening, we have quite a list for you. We have two special guests today. We have Abinibi. He's a graphics designer, well known in the industry, and also a filmmaker. If you've been in and around the industry, you would have worked with him at some point or another. And then for a very special type of comic we have this evening. He goes by the name Bariu, the ventriloquist, and all I can tell you is that just stick around for that particular act. It's going to be one of a kind. He's done his homework very well, and you'll get to see just why. We have some news this evening, the top news for this week. I don't know, I feel like we should place a call to Uncle Ali.
No, if you place call now, he will. Because
Hold on. Let me try. Is this direct to London?
Yes, so direct to London.
Oh, hello, sir. Good evening, Uncle. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't call you Uncle Ali. Okay, Alibaba. Yes, no. Aproko is not here, sir. Where's Aproko?
Aproko, he couldn't make the coup. He was scared.
Okay. Yes, sir. Ayenana is yes. He's wearing shoes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, he brushed his teeth, sir. Yes. Okay. Preparations for the 25th are on the way. Indigo too. Okay. Finale. Yes. All the best, sir. We'll be here waiting for you. You want? Okay, hold on. He wants to quickly.
I'm not talking to him. Because he's doing the show at O2 Arena on the 25th now.
Yes.
If I tell you how much O2 Arena is, if not because FRS people are watching this show, and I've mentioned figures.
I will call you. Yes, I'm running out of credit, sir. Yes, sir. Good night, sir. Okay. Okay.
If I should not come back, become citizen where you are, sir.
He's with the Queen. Anyway, it is great to have you here. Let's touch on some of the headlines this week. I don't even know where to start. The top one, I think, is this issue of, it seems to be becoming in and out, up and down. This, they condemned the attack on Ekweremadu in Germany, the IBOB miscreants, they call them.
I don't know why they did that. You understand? The man has served this country. You understand? Why would you attack someone?
In Germany.
In Germany. And different reports are coming that, maybe because he said something. Some are even saying maybe because he took the last match up at the party. You know, different reports.
I'm not there with you. That's a major disclaimer. Well, the President General of Ohanaeze Ndigbo, Chief Nwodo, condemned the attack on the former Deputy President, Senate President Ekweremadu by suspected members of the indigenous people of Biafra, that's IPOB in Germany, describing it as disgraceful and un-Igbo.
It's bad.
It's very bad.
What is bad is bad. To me, it was Antonio Joshua that was the former. Would they be able to touch him?
I think Alibaba is going to quickly stop by at Anthony. I heard that when Anthony came, the fight couldn't happen.
If there's someone that could not fight Anthony, even when he went to meet Anthony Joshua at Anthony Village, we will now go to UK. They will beat him home and away.
It's even You know this is your job. You can be fired. Me, I'm just a guest. I'm going and I'm gone for the day.
They will say it's your section that you are just allowing us to say rubbish.
Another one here. This one, the army versus police. Now, as you well know, sometime last week, 3 policemen and a civilian were killed by soldiers on the Ibi-Wukari Road in Taraba State. And unfortunately, it was a very ugly incident. That has led to a series of investigations which is ongoing. But the Defense Headquarters has cautioned Nigerians against comments and actions that could pit the Nigerian police against the Nigerian army. I think this has been it's been long coming. This police versus army, army versus police. Who has power? Who doesn't have power? Well, what
so
do you...
I think, can I blame the federal government? Yes.
At your risk, yes.
Because US now, US, they have soldier, they have police. But in as much as they want to bring balance, the US government, they brought in their superheroes, Superman, Spider-Man. You understand? The federal government of Nigeria, they should encourage superheroism. Yeah. We are superheroes.
Yes.
Yes, we do have them.
Like?
Yeah, Shango, look also. See, Shango is God of thunder. So we need to encourage our gods. Then the gods be between the soldier and the police. There will be peace.
So in the words of, okay, we know our superheroes. Who will these gods answer to now?
The gods will answer to, I don't know, they will answer to the president.
I will not hold my breath on that one. But on a serious note, the investigation is still ongoing. So the idea is not to heat up the politics, so to speak. I had a very strange... It didn't make most of the headlines, but it happened last week. This was in Malawi. So a 47-year-old Malawian woman... Malawi. Married, listen up, her biological 30-year-old son. Yes. A 47-year-old Malawian... Now retweet. She married her 30-year-old son. As if that wasn't bad. The reason she gave was that... she had invested in the son and no other woman will come from nowhere to chop what she's invested. That was her reason.
And the son too married?
They're happily married, apparently.
They're happily married. So, wait, now look at it now. Mother, married son. So if they're now born now, the woman will give birth to her own grandchild. Wow! Wow! Wisdom! Wisdom! Hey!
I don't know. Simon, what do you think about this? I read this one. Actually, if you read further, they said the people in the area of that area are saying that the woman bewitched her son. So they should burn her. But I'm a bit worried that there's even such a trend. It's very disturbing.
Because it is.
This is a world where you are looking for, people like you are looking for wives. And then somebody is marrying her own, like, it's not fair.
No, don't say we're on national TV. I am not looking for a wife. I'm looking for a rich man's daughter. There are two different things.
What happened to copy?
There's a copy. You know, I don't know. She has been toasting me.
But you don't have the gelato.
I don't have gelato. You understand? You know, our father took her to, they said they made 1 hour stop. Made 1 hour stop in Italy just to take ice cream.
Gelato.
Hey, if her daughter marries me, the only stop we'll make is in Ekbel to eat better eba with ogbono soup.
Wait, Simon, how have you managed this young man? Very matured one. Well, anyway, I think those are the major... There's just one more. There was this... IBB turned 78 years on Saturday. 78 years. That's quite an achievement. If he was sitting here, what would you ask him?
Is this 78?
Yeah.
Because I don't know, he looks younger, but I think he has been ruling Nigeria. He has been a veteran since, man. I even thought it was like 80 something. So he's just 78. Happy birthday to you, sir, wherever you are. And we are the future of tomorrow's leaders. You understand, Abi? Yeah.
Well, our president gave him a very, very warm message, Muhammad Buhari. So that went well. There was also the swearing in of commissioners and special advisors on Tuesday. But what I loved about it is that a lot of people are applauding the Lagos State governor for having 12 women in his cabinet of 38, which was one of the things he promised. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's good. Because what a man can do, a woman can do it better. You understand? Because if you begin to include women into politics, you will see that some things would, you understand, will change tenderly. You know, but the thing is that I pray that you should not keep malice with them. Oh, because if you keep malice with someone that is a senator, the only road she will do will lead to her doorstep.
Which of this was?
You understand? I'm going into politics, so vote for me, president. 32.
I really, Simon, I really doubt that. What kind of commissioner do you think Ayenana will be? Entertainment commissioner.
No,
you won't be funny anymore.
Another trend happened though.
What?
Somewhere in Abuja, one woman, a dog actually got pregnant, but she's a good Christian, so she had to send the dog packing. If the dog cannot produce the father of the child, you understand? So she was using that to send a message to her daughter that if you bring any abele, I will pursue you. So as you speak now, the dog is homeless. She even put beware of dog because of the dog, so that the dog will be scared as not to enter the house.
That is very. What kind of a story is that?
No. See, so many things are happening in Nigeria.
Well, so many things are still yet to happen on this show. Ayenan, I'm very worried for you. I'm very worried, but we'll talk about that later. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you if you just tuned in. This is Alibaba Seriously, and I am Oscar Oyinson, standing in for the legend himself, Alibaba. Don't forget, if you are in London and by any chance you are watching, 25th of August, Indigo O2 finally is happening. That is the show everybody is expecting and looking forward to.
38 years on stage.
Just 30. Just 30. And the prices start from £35 to about £100, give or take, exchange rates. And Ayenana has offered to give away some free tickets. So
how will I give free tickets when I don't even have visa? Let me tell you, this US Embassy, UK, if you are watching me now, imagine I went to apply for visa. They gave, dog, they give them cheap.
Yeah.
All the dog they wanted. They gave dog visa, they denied me.
Ayenana,
visa,
wait,
I didn't know when I started backing. Woof, woof, woof. It's disrespectful.
Well, some say it's actually easier for animals to get visa now, but that's not the point. We'll be back after the break on Alibaba Seriously. We have such a lineup for you. Stick around. Welcome back. It is still Alibaba Seriously, and it is indeed a great time to be an African. When you look at Burna Boy, you are extremely happy for where... I mean, everything happened mostly within the last 1 year, but he's been working all his life. And the African giant, the king himself. So happy for him. I have another great witting. You want to talk now?
Yes, and he said Dangote still they find money. That's to show that, see, you are underrating me. If I declare my asset, you know that Dangote is learning from some of us.
Or better still, it's because people owe you money. That's why you are not yet great.
If the people that owe me money,
should pay
my brother, Daddy Kunle, if they return the money they borrow from me,
yes.
Dangote is learning. Hey, Jesus.
Ayenana, what's the thing that you're still looking for?
See, if I declare my asset now, I have 4 fridges. I have 4 pots.
FIRS is watching.
I don't have again, no.
I didn't think so. Another great giant here with us is a man by the name of James Alabi. Yes, after 7 days, that's how they born him. But the industry has coined it to be Abinibi, James Abinibi, or just Abinibi for short. Over 20 years, graphic designer, filmmaker. You have 5 films under your belt, and you've worked with anybody worth working with in this industry. Great to have you on the show, my brother.
Thank you very much, Oscar.
Looking very snazzy.
Okay, so one quick thing, please.
Yes.
Hope this is just between you and I. Can
It's
we
between.
ignore the other person there?
There's nobody there.
Oh, God bless
There's
you.
nobody here.
So let's do this. I'm happy to be
Is there
here.
anybody here? Anybody? Nobody.
Nobody. Why are you not putting both feet on the ground now?
Ladies and gentlemen, please, whatever you do, don't look down. Please, camera, can you zoom?
Okay, so this is it.
Zoom. This is a man whose feet is off the ground, literally. Abinibi, great to have you.
Thank you, bro.
On the show. I think this is his first time.
No, second time.
Second
actually.
time. But this is the first time with me, so
Yeah.
So
First
welcome.
time with you, yeah. Thank you.
And it is an honor. Your work speaks for you. But for those who do not know you, you have over 20 years. Graphic designing is what most people know you for. And your I mean, how did it start in terms of it? I mean, for most people, when you're a child, you play football with other kids, you want to be a footballer. You play doctor, you want to be... I don't know what he was playing to become who he is. That's...
Now I was playing around.
You're playing around. And he's who he is.
He's who he is.
My brother, Simon Keys there,
We always know
was
that.
playing with piano. But what did you play with
Okay, funny enough.
in the childhood days?
Funny enough, I've always had this thing for art.
Okay.
Okay, like if you ask my parents, my mom, for instance, she knows I love to draw. As a kid in primary school, I used to draw. And then my uncles and aunties that I grew up with, they can attest to the fact that I used to draw. So I think I had this thing for art, generally. I've always had this as a kid. But I didn't know I was going to end up as a graphic artist because I used to love painting.
Okay.
I used to love painting.
What school was it, university or?
I went to Lautech,
Lautech.
University of Technology, but I did fine art there.
Not everybody on this set went to school. In fact, one person in particular didn't go to school.
I was even the class rep. I know what you're saying.
Ayena, what's this now?
If not, I would have mentioned
This is between two grown men. Bro,
It's okay,
can you
Ayena,
just sit
now.
in peace and
okay.
just ignore?
You went to school and you are still looking for money. Like
Off camera,
Dangote.
it was
I was
threatening
the
me.
best student in my other level. Was from
What school is that?
Oscar, can I say something?
Yes, please.
On my way here, he stopped me by the door and like, Abinibi, if you don't put me in your next movie, I'm going to cast you live on TV tonight.
Wow.
It's a threat to life.
Wow.
And I'm taking it seriously.
Is that how you are rolling now?
No, you should be used to. She used to do graphic things. So I have to speak graphically.
It was too graphic for me to process.
It's too graphic. So your journey started off, I mean, nobody in that time, I mean, this is 20 years ago, nobody would think that graphic designing, painter, or paint, no, I mean, it wasn't something lucrative. It wasn't like being a lawyer, doctor.
But I made serious money in graphics, funny enough. I think I've been blessed. The name Abinibi came from the fact that that's why a lot of people call me, from the fact that I'm a self-taught creative person. I don't call myself a digital artist anymore or a filmmaker. I just say I'm a creative entrepreneur because I do lots of stuff. But that graphic stuff, it didn't just come like blessing.
So give us an example. I mean, a lot of people are watching all over Africa, and they're like, okay, what do you do? This is the Nigerian entertainment industry. You've worked with everybody. Sorry, hold on. Yes? Yes, sir. Uncle Ali.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yes, sir. He owes... You need him in London for your... Hold on, sir. Is that uncle doesn't have graphic artists?
I've done stuff for him now.
He says, can you make it to London next week?
No, I can't. I'm busy. Buhari needs me for something in Nigeria, so I'm sure I can't go.
Okay, we'll get back to you, sir. 5,000 pounds?
I'm available.
Yes, sir.
Are you a graphic artist too?
No, hold on, sir. Yes, me and Enana will be there, sir. Next week, 5,000 pounds. I'll graphic anything graphicable. All right, sir.
If I will even draw, I'll draw you close to God.
But give us, I mean, how did you charge back in the days?
Man. See the funny thing then, when I was doing graphics, it was more of a passion and a hobby for me. Okay. It wasn't a business thing. And I have this soft spot for always helping people. It doesn't even matter if it's graphics. If I come across you and I find that you do something that you are good at, naturally it comes to me to help you. So for me, what's about the money? That's why I'm not rich today. I never blow. I need money.
That's why Enana doesn't go to people that are not...
Well, he knows my potential, but I've not made money. He's not aware.
But I mean, if you look at, I mean, for those watching, you see some of the graphics that he's done. This is Lord of the Rings, for example.
They've paid. Bastemat is a premium client.
What about Enana? He's a premium client.
He's a premium client. But he's still forcing me, threatening me to use him for film. Basketball is not threatening me, for instance. He knows what I'm doing.
There's something interesting. Ainana, wait. You are in the film. You're in the film. You've done 3 movies. 2 are coming out next year.
I've done actually 5.
5, okay.
But 3 have been to the cinema. Yeah, 2 coming out next year. Yes.
So you have hope. Just calm down.
I'm shooting in December. I don't thought I go catch you now, dude. Can I be?
Is it like a rich person?
No. Riff-raff. Tout.
Let me tell you something. If you don't use me, Netflix, they want to hijack what you people have.
No, it's Netflix, not Netflix. Is it Yoruba? It's not Netflix. It's not Netflix. It's Netflix.
What about on Netflix?
So as I was saying, carry on, please.
Okay, so yeah, charging for me, I didn't start early as a business person.
Okay.
I was more of a passionate creative person. So but over the time, hustling for yourself, no support from anybody. So I decided, you know what, this has to be a source of livelihood. So I started charging. And I think I was able to position myself as a premium graphics person back then. It was so much so that if people come to me and say...
And back then is what?
I'm talking about 2005, 2006. Okay, let me give you instances of people that did their first albums that a lot of people don't know.
Please. I was just going to get there.
Like Wed MC, for instance.
I
did her first album. God bless you.
Allen Avenue?
The album, no, not Allen Avenue, but the first album that she did, Ijoya album.
Ijoya, okay.
I did the cover art for it. Samuel Koso's official first album.
Okay. That was the Welu days?
God bless you. I did
Fantastic.
stuff for him. Ikechukwu. My name is Ike. Terry G's first album.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm talking first album, even the singles that they did. So, you know, but
Terry
then...
G's one is on the screen right now. That's...
Okay, no, Terry G's, this one is particularly a magazine cover for Bubbles magazine.
Bubbles is this man.
Sesson. Yeah, Sesson and Goke. Yeah, so, you know...
Sesson was, I mean, he pushed, he's still, but
he's
then
my streets now.
I remember my streets, but Bubbles was what launched it. I remember how the graphics and the quality of the print was what.
So I was commissioned to do special graphic covers for them. So what I do is I usually organize the photo shoot.
Okay.
Because I'm also a creative person. I'm a creative director, not just to come and do graphics. I can direct creatively and give it concepts. So what they would do was they would pay me for creative direction and
this is
direction.
Tubabazo, no?
For the past 5 years, I think I've been the one doing Tupaba stuff. I think they are, but yeah.
I don't see Ayenana Zone here.
He doesn't sing.
He doesn't sing. Ayenana, what happened now? You can't afford.
We were supposed to do his first show together. Funny enough, he was scared. His first comedy show that I did.
When I had the money you were charging, I drew myself.
You drew yourself by yourself.
I do. But I would like to ask a few questions now.
Please do.
Okay.
Professional questions.
Yeah, professional questions. This you were doing graphic. Now you're into motion picture. Okay, which is video. We hear a lot about Netflix trying to acquire.
Hey, that's what you are looking for.
You will choose one. No, I'm giving you options.
What's your English teacher's name?
Acquisite is fine.
No,
Let's go with acquisite.
Let's acquisite.
They're trying to. Is it a plus to the Nollywood? Is it a plus to the Nigerian?
Definitely. See, let me tell you the bonus that comes with being on Netflix. Even though most people don't know this, it doesn't mean that if my movie is on Netflix, it doesn't mean that everybody in the whole world will see it. But what it does is this. Anybody that's interested in a particular region, for instance, if I'm in America, if I stay in America and I'm interested in African movies, if I go on Netflix and search related with tags, African, Nollywood and stuff like that, my movie will come up. Because, for instance, Genevieve's movie, Lionheart, the marketing campaign that they did was basically for Africa, the African market. But people outside Africa still get to see it. But the kind of priority they will give her is not the one you compare to having another popular Hollywood actor. But the fact that your movie is on Netflix means you are now on a global stage.
But some will argue that we don't actually need Netflix to be on a global stage, that Nollywood itself is on a global stage, or is there a different type of stage?
There's a difference. Now, if you ask me from the business side, Netflix is more, it's better, it's a better platform.
Not Netflix.
Netflix. He was the person that influenced me now. Netflix now gives you money for your content. And they pay you in dollars. Trust me, whatever they pay you in dollars, if you change it to Naira, it still beats what you get here. I'm talking from a producer point of view right now. If I make a film and I start to maybe Iroko, set to DSTV, if Netflix is going to come on board and say, you know what, you want to acquire this movie for 2 years, the kind of money they will pay, okay, even though it's not the same thing they pay the Hollywood people, it's still going to make sense to me. My bottom line.
But do you feel, based on your years of experience in the industry, do you feel somehow we're still getting a short end of the stick? We're still being ripped off?
No, we are. And then this is also something I was discussing earlier with Bumi Davis. There's this Nigerian thing that we do, like it's called follow, copy and paste. If you do something and it's successful, trust
everybody
me,
else will follow.
Everybody else. This has been happening since I've started noticing stuff like that as an adult. If you have a business idea that's making sense in Nigeria, people will copy it. It's not safe. And then that also shortchanges you at the end. Because now, usually, if a Netflix budget for Hollywood is maybe 100 million in a year, they can split that 100 million with maybe 4 or 5 major production houses, major films. But if you come to Africa and you see that I'm having to choose between, Hollywood, I'm having to choose between 10 to 20 movies, and I have to split my 100 million budget. So I'm going for top. But if you come to Africa, when you are trying to choose between minimum 100 movies,
where do you start?
Where do you start from? And then some of them, because you're actually trying to penetrate the market, the African market, you have to consider getting as much content. So it's like buy one for two for the price of two, or buy two for the price of one.
But in the absence of our structure, because let me talk to you now with your filmmaker cap on. You've done 5 feature films, or you've worked on 3, 2 are in the pipeline. what has been your experience now in terms of the possibility of quality movies that are profitable? Because I know right now your aim is to get the movies out, but how profitable is it to invest in such a venture now?
It has passed the era of trying to get the movie out now. It is now about trying to be profitable. You get? I think the reason why we got to number 3 in the whole world from the ranking was because we put out lots of content. So we've passed the era of content. We've passed the era of quality because now you have the equipment. There's no excuse. It's either you make a good movie or not. You get? So what now matters is your story, your content, and how the audience can relate to it.
But part of what has made the industry in Hollywood thrive is critics.
Yeah.
Now, in Nollywood...
I like that you're mentioning that critics part.
Yeah, in Nollywood, I find out that we don't have a good crop of critics. There's a particular guy, Shola Thompson, who is online. He does a lot of critiquing. He watches movies.
About him.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. So, do you feel we need more objective and unbiased critics?
Bro, we do. I'll tell you why.
Oh, that's a nice Nelson Mandela one. That was you?
Yeah, that's one of my most popular jobs.
This was for what, by the way?
Funny enough, if I tell the story behind this stuff, I did this artwork 3 days before Mandela died.
No.
For you.
Don't do my artwork. Don't do my artwork. I'm saying this. I'll be taking pictures.
I would strongly recommend you do not introduce that artwork in that manner again.
Well,
because at the back of my mind, I was like, you're the one that killed Nelson
I swear
Mandela.
to you, this is no hype. This is no gimmick.
Please, can you do one for
I will.
Please.
No, okay, not now.
You this is not even my real face.
But funny enough, I was working on a series, and the title of the series was Legends. Okay, so I did something from Bob Marley, who was late. I did something for Fela Nicola Pokuti. I did something for Fela. So I was like, let me do Mandela, because I've not done Mandela. He was still alive then. So I just said, let me find something that will be exciting. I don't want to do just regular Mandela prison stuff. Something that brings emotion.
Please, can we have the Mandela cover again? That was a really...
I've actually made lots of money from this artwork. So you know what? I did the stuff. I didn't post it. Because usually I'm like that. When I'm doing my digital art, I just do designs I keep. Sometimes I post them 2 years later. These things come from a place of trying to push yourself. What can you do that is creativeness?
I'll come back to that shortly. We'll take the question on the critics because I'm
yes,
very
I want to talk about that.
And it's I need to tap into your wealth of experience. Ainana
I want to make a request, okay?
Okay.
Since you did Ransom Kuti's artwork, you did all those posts.
I've done Wale Shoyika. He's not dead. So
Wale
you're safe.
Shoyika?
He's not going to die anytime soon, by the
But
way.
you've not painted, you've not put color.
For it, I've not put color for him. He was just
It's not the color. So I'm supposed to pay my house rent on Wednesday.
Your landlord.
Can you paint my landlord in such a wonderful way?
Ladies and gentlemen, this show is not about the painting of people per se. We'll be back after the break. It's still Alibaba Seriously, and we're having serious fun. We have the legend himself, Abinibi, here.
Legend.
The legend himself with us. We'll be back after the break. Back still Alibaba Seriously, and I did promise you a lot of entertainment and fun on the show. We have a very special performance. Now, this particular man, he's been doing this for about 10 years. He is a certified medical doctor, and all this gives no credence to what you're about to see. A round of applause for the one and only Dr. Bariyo.
So, hi, my name is Bariyo. I'm here with Baba, who is going to be doing a song. Baba? Baba? We don't reach? Yes, now. I thought you said you wanted to come to NTA to do a song. Oh, yes, I forget. Are you ready? DJ, music, please. Baba, don't disgrace me here. Oh. Play the music now. What happened? You gave them music to play for you. Oh, my career. Play the music. If you have the music, please play it for him. Don't forget my music. Anyway, you know what? Baba, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Well, I am an upcoming musician. At your age.
Okay, I think
Oh.
the music is
Your music is here.
Ah. Is this the music Baba wants?
Yes, this is Baba's music.
Okay.
Are you ready? Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. Oh, I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and no, much more than this, I did it my way. Baba, you never finish. Wait, make I sleep small now.
It's past Baba's bedtime.
This man. And that's Baba.
He did it his way. Dr. Barrio, Baba, good evening, sir.
Baba is greeting you. Oh, my Peking. Have you washed your hand?
Yeah, last time I checked, Baba, I did.
Oh, very good. Hygiene is important.
Barrio, how are we, sir?
I'm
Can we
good,
chop
thank
knuckle with
you.
this hand since it's a bit free?
No. Shake them now. I only shake beautiful women. Too
Beautiful
much
There's a
testosterone
beautiful
here.
woman here. Oh. Ayenana. Ayenana. She's a very pretty.
Baba, I MC Berry also. You can add me to the way.
You will die before me.
Baba, please let Abinibi paint your picture.
James. You know Abinibi? Of course. I knew his grandfather. Really? Those days, Shogbo. That's very interesting. The man like Ogogoro.
We're not allowed to discuss that.
Please.
Seriously, we're not allowed to. Great to have you, Barry. This is such an honor, such a pleasure. I've caught one or two clips of you in the most recent times, but it's the one I didn't see was the doctor part. And like Abinibi has already confirmed, a lot of your colleagues who were in medical school have confirmed that. So please, you can have more than one talent in your life. I mean, look at Hainana now. He's a comedian and he was what were you?
I wanted to be a programmer, but eventually, no, I wanted to be a programmer, but now I write wedding programs.
So the journey for you this has been 10 years.
My interest, a little bit before there, but I got my first puppet, started learning seriously. There's no school for ventriloquism in Nigeria. You have to, I had to get a correspondence course called the Maha course.
Maha.
From a guy who's no longer, he passed on. So he's like one of the last few guys that was teaching that particular course then. Then a lot of my stuff was self-taught. I had some mentors from overseas then.
So who was your go-to ventriloquist in the abroad?
In the abroad, I dealt more with a gentleman called Steve Axtell. He's a puppeteer. Puppeteer, that means the guy who moves the puppets around like Sesame Street, Fraggle Rock.
Yeah.
So he was the one who was always
Oh my God!
teaching
You
me.
you just mentioned two children's series that I grew up on. Fraggle Rock. Don't worry. Hainana, you might not know this.
Shift, you don't miss it.
Hainana might not know this one. But when you had the era of Sesame Street, the era of Fraggle Rock. I think Fraggle Rock was the one that really I chewed on. In fact, on this same NTA network.
Yeah. And the Muppet
On
Show.
this on the Muppet Show, on this same NTA
Those
network,
three.
we all waited till 4 o'clock for the TV to come on, and we watched it. How did that affect you?
It's one of the things that made me decide to go into what I'm doing. Actually, I actually started working with children as a ventriloquist before adults because I was working in a children's hospital at a point in time. And I noticed that getting children to laugh, especially when they are scared, it's not that easy. You don't have children stand-up comics as far as I know. So I'd use little hand puppets and calm a few of them. It'd be easier to take a history, do some investigations, prick them with a needle if they have something you are looking at. They are looking at. So from there, I started doing it. It was funny. They liked it, sang songs, did stories. Then I moved to adult entertainment, then back to children's entertainment. I have a couple of characters that I use for children's shows.
Would I be right in saying it was more of a tool for you as a medical doctor first to get to get
a bit
to
of
the
both
kids?
because I was also doing some stand-up comedy and emceeing on the side around that period, and I just wanted innovation, something different. And then again, people steal jokes. If you want to steal my
we
jokes,
don't want to get into that now.
Alibaba is always complaining. I mean, he put out a tweet a few days ago.
Yeah,
So, I mean, if you are going to steal what I'm doing, first of all, you have to go and learn it. By the time you've learnt it, if you steal the joke, then you've earned it.
But this is the era of the internet, the era of smartphones, and children's attention span is like this. How are you still relevant in this?
It is, the children are excited. I don't use Baba for children. There was time I would have brought out Charlie the chicken that I use for children. Children, there is a big gap in live children's quality entertainment. I see it whenever I bring out a puppet. The children just, their attention, they leave whatever they are doing and they start looking at me. They want to know what I'm doing. The puppet starts talking, starts singing, starts cracking jokes, we tell stories, everybody starts looking. And if it's good, children will give you feedback immediately. There's nothing like polite applause. They don't clap to make you happy. If you are dry, they will just leave what you are doing and go and start doing other stuff, and they will leave you there. So I know that the feedback is very, very positive. Kids and their parents like it.
Now, you mentioned, I mean, this is nice, but I want to touch on the if you are dry part. Now, as comedians or as comics, you don't, every show, you're as good as your last show. And sometimes the show goes south. What has been your best, worst memory?
Man, I've had horrific. And
Just give us one.
highs and lows. Lows. Actually, two. One of them was stand-up comedy, and another one was ventriloquism. The microphone was terrible. Then there were some things that I had to learn with experience. The microphone was terrible. Nobody could hear what I was saying.
Which microphone?
The microphone that I was supposed to use.
Oh, okay.
And then another one, the jokes were not just intriguing. They did for a long. There were some
back to sender.
things that you are just dry. Baba. The feeling, if you are a very emotional person, and a lot of real comedians, not guys that crack jokes all over the place, a lot of real comedians, they generally have issues with bipolar behavior. They're either on a high or if it goes south. That's why some of them struggle with drugs and alcohol. It's not easy.
How do you struggle with drugs and alcohol?
Is it?
Drugs and alcohol.
I told the guy, don't sell it for my compound. I had to struggle and struggle with
This
it.
is part of the bipolar we are saying, but carry on.
Yeah, so what I don't feel you're as good as your last show. Because the thing, especially if you are always on the move and you're always performing, it now becomes part of a routine. Oh man, today was not nice. Tomorrow is going to be better. Next tomorrow is going to be better. If you have 4 bad days in a row, then maybe you need to sit down, rework your material. But generally, now, because of the experience I have good days.
And
hopefully, when I get paid, I don't have those bad
So,
days
I mean,
anymore.
you look like someone like Alibaba, and you can point to Basket Mouth, AY, TA. You can point to some people, Hayenana.
Thank you. I thought you would mention.
In your world, very quickly, who can we, or who can you point to? Who are those in your clique?
In Nigeria?
Yes, in Nigeria.
I know of people that practice ventriloquism.
Really?
That it's novel. I know like 1 or 2 people, but we don't have a clique. We don't have a clique. I've had occasion to ask people people have requested mentorship. This thing you are doing, can I do? But unfortunately, man, there's a lot of hunger in Nigeria. People that ask me, the first thing they do is, how much do they pay you for this thing? I want to come and I want to learn. And
Is it what they also?
is it worth the hustle? I've told people, if you want to learn, I'll give you resources, I'll teach you. A lot of them never come back.
They don't. I think
Because
it's
it takes hard work. It's easier to go and watch somebody's joke and go and tell it somewhere than it is to actually learn something
To hone
that
the craft.
involves. Yeah. And I tell people, if you want to
Serious
learn,
talent.
not just learn ventriloquism, learn puppetry. Puppetry, there's that. It is.
I was
very,
going to
very-
ask what's the difference, but let me pause you on that,
Yeah.
Barry. We'll be back after this, and to round up with both our guests. It's still Alibaba, seriously, and we have one of the greatest comics here with us as well, Hyenana. Welcome back, Lagos, Nigeria, Africa. Great to have you back. It's still Alibaba, seriously. And we're rounding up the final segment of the show. It's been so much fun, hilarious. And thank you very much to Abinibi and, of course, Barry, who is still here with us. Now, I wanted to touch very quickly on the issue of the critics, because I know we wanted to touch on that. How important is it to have critics in the film industry now, according to you?
We need critics in the industry, but unfortunately for us, the people that will have claim to be critics are not people that understand filmmaking. Okay, you get people talking about this movie is bad, but they cannot tell you what is bad about the movie. Is it the story? Is it the plotting? Is it the performance? Is it the
Cinematography?
technical?
What is it?
They don't know. They just tell you, I don't like this movie. And as a film person, I can't take your word for it if you are not giving me believable discussion elements that can say, oh, wow, so you are saying this person didn't deliver well. Okay, you know what? I'm actually curious. Let me go and find out how badly this person performed.
First.
Do you understand? So for me, we need proper film critics that can go into details and make the audience understand what is wrong and what needs to be improved on.
I don't know. Whenever I'm in a place, I try to marry people. And for some reason, I'm seeing Muppet Show. I'm seeing
Filmmaking.
Abinibi, Barry here. Why can't we have Nigeria's first Muppet movie?
Nothing is stopping us.
What did you say, sir?
Well, I
Oh, by
see
the way,
why
what?
not. Hey!
Who are these?
We not go down, no. Why not?
We go down, we go
hate
down.
Nollywood. Why? Too many Calabar people for there.
Attention, Abi.
Chicken, do you agree? Yes. They will eat us.
I think Easter is... Wait, how old is Chicken?
I'm 4 years old. That's old for a chicken. Oh. Nobody will eat me. Oh.
And they stay with Baba. Where's Baba? Where's Baba?
Ah, Dada don't go sleep. Oh.
It's about time.
That old man, he goes to die.
And this is to actually say, whatever it is you're doing, I learned this from Frederick Pumasi, a Ghanaian average, right there in 1962, October 8th, 4 p.m. It said, whatever it is you're doing, improve on it, okay? Just like Fargo Rock, as a case study right now, it used to show on NCA. Now, the only rock they show on NCA is that rock. So you just need to...
Wait, hold. Yes, sir.
That's bros.
Yes, bros. Hyenana should shut up. Yes, he will. Shut up. Okay.
I use sign language.
All right. Thank you. All right, sir. All the best on the 25th, sir. Okay, sir.
Good
All
luck.
right.
Oh.
So we need to round off now. This is Nigerian time. We've left UK time. Don't forget to catch Uncle Alibaba on the 25th. If you're in London on the way to London or you need a free ticket to London, let us know. Indigo 02.
Is it flight tickets or show tickets?
No, we'll talk about that later. And of course, thank you very much,
yeah,
Dr.
man.
Barry,
It
for
was a
the
pleasure
time.
to be
a
here.
real pleasure. Simon Keys, I see you, my brother. Thank you so much. And
I
of
do
course,
Instagram. We need
James
to
Alabi.
follow me.
Abinibi is different from ability.
Yes.
Ayenana, you're going to be in his next movie, not to worry.
Yes.
Your
And
own is
I
secured.
want to die in your film.
I am Oscar Onyison, and it has been quite a pleasure. I hope you had as much fun as we did here. All the best to Alibaba as he prepares for his show in London. And of course, feel free to follow him on Instagram. That's at Alibaba GCFR. Get your tickets, support the industry. Thank you very much. And of course, Bumi Davis, who is in the back there, and all the team members, thank you very much for the opportunity. Till next week, good night and have a blessed and a wonderful week ahead.